What up guys, we are back with another video and this one is of the Miata again. So what we are going to do today is we are gonna start on the engine bay. So let's pull her out and let's get started. So this is her. This is it. What we gotta do is we're probably gonna start off with pulling off the brake booster and the master cylinders, and then that gives us a lot of room over there. And then we also gotta replace the master cylinder, so gotta order one of those still. And then I don't know where it's leaking from. It might be leaking from either the master and or the brake booster, so gonna check that out. And then we're probably gonna start sanding her down, get her ready to get painted with the Dom 16 paint. So let's get that pulled off and then we'll start the sanding. Okay, so the bay is pretty much fully painted now, other than this one spot over here that I need to fill in with some body filler, sand it down, and then get that painted up after. But right now I'm just missing some supplies to get that done. So other than that, everything else is put back together. Put the front bash bar back on. He's making a whole bunch of noise over there. And then I also got the wiring tucked back in, or put back in. Brake booster, I cleaned up and painted up a little. Master cylinder, I'm gonna wait on for now.
Yo, I have to microwave the lettuce.
Oh, GG. And then this is pretty much all set other than the oil pan gasket and the clutch assembly. But no valve cover gasket, no intake manifold gasket, no I don't even know what that is, but there's no gasket in that. I didn't touch the thermostat housing. No gasket back here on another coolant line. And then header gasket is all ready to go, but then for the oil pan we need to take it off of the stand because where I connected the transmission is connected to the oil pan, so it needs to be taken off the stand to do the oil pan. But I think other than the oil pan, all we have to do is all of the clutch stuff, so no rear main seal, no pilot bearing, no release bearing, and then flywheel clutch and pressure plates. And then she's pretty much ready to be put back in. Wiring is put back in, but it's not super nice. I did a little tucking. Like this was already pre-cut, so I'm probably gonna use it and tuck it along the outside and then fish it back in. And then same thing on the passenger side. I'm probably gonna bring it out through this hole here that was already pre-cut by previous owner, and then bring it along the frame rail and then bring it back in. So it should be somewhat clean, better than stock, because it'll clear up a lot of space in case I do need to do anything or whatever the case may be. But all of that is ready to go. I think that's all we pretty much did. I might start putting a bit of the interior back together, just the support bar in the front, or whatever you call it, the bar in the front to go back on. And then I think today we are also putting on the new coilovers, just because we want to get moving with this a little bit. So no coilovers are probably gonna go on, and then yeah, that should be it for today, at least until motor's done and trans is ready to be put back in. So that is the update. Yeah, so we'll get that done right now, and then that'll be pretty much it for this episode until we can get a bit further. Next episode, hopefully we'll be ready to do the oil pan on this, and then slap on all the clutch, and hopefully motor can go back in next episode. Hopefully. So yeah, let's get the coilovers installed. Coilover time! Let's get it. Alright, so we're putting the coilovers on max lowness, maxed out. And then these ones are coming out because they are super jank, and this one's like not the right bushing, and the rear springs are cut. So these are going in right now, and then we'll figure out what to do next. Okay, so coilovers are finally in. Bit of a struggle, a bit of a wrestle. Yeah, the rears took, I don't know, 20 minutes to get in. The fronts was like 20 minutes to take out, and then a whole bunch of troubleshooting because if you max it out all the way, then the two orange collars hit the control arm, so you can't put the bottom bolt in. So I had to raise it up an inch, and then now it's clearing, kind of like the one collar is still tapping the control arm on this side, which is weird, but on the passenger side it clears, and it does not touch it at all, which is weird. I'm not too sure why it's doing that. I'm thinking it's because we need more camber, or either that, or it's we mixed up the fronts and the rears, but we'll find out pretty soon, because the rears are sitting pretty high for what they are. Like I've seen other people run Yonakas, and it's like they get pretty low, and this one is pretty high. So, and this one's on the floor right now. But I'm gonna drop the fronts now, and then we'll see how it looks. It is way hard. Before, the jack barely fit in there, and now there's a good maybe 2 inches before it starts to get to where it was. Damn, it's way higher. It is way higher, but it still needs to settle. I'm hoping it settles about that much, so we have maybe that much to play with. But these are really, really soft springs, so there is gonna be a lot of movement. The rears aren't terrible. It's pretty bad, but like, you can still basically fit a fist in there. I'm hoping like for maybe a 3-finger gap, 2 to 3 finger gap. Because I don't want to destroy the over fenders as well. So I'm not too sure yet. I don't know. I think we're gonna run it like this for a bit so they settle in whenever it does run again. We'll run it like this for the time being, and then we'll switch it up based on how we feel when we drive it. But it should be smooth, but it might not be low enough to how we want it. So, but we also need different wheels or spacers to make the wheels fit better onto the wide body or over fenders. Huh. So I don't know. I think that's gonna be all for this video. I'll probably get around to that in the next video. Focus. There we go. I'll probably get around to that in the next video when I get some more supplies for the Bondo, and then we'll do the sanding on that, and then hopefully by then everything for the engine will be done and arrived so that we can start putting things back together and getting it back into the car. And then hopefully by then it'll start to get a bit warmer. Maybe, hopefully there's less snow on the ground, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's all for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you want to keep following the Miata build, be sure to subscribe below and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think, and if you want some more Forester content too. Yeah, so that is all. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video.
I'm just gonna paint it. It's a lot of work to cut and polish this.